YouTube. It's your girl Dena, and I am back. I know it's been a very long time. I'm not even gonna talk about that. I am here to tell you that somebody's in nursing school, and I passed my first semester. Yay! Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. But you guys did not come on here for that. You did not come on here to see me dance. You came on here to hear about my experience and my journey, and I am so happy to share it with you. That is why I'm here. I decided that I want to share this journey with you all. I want to take you all with me. I need some support, and you will need some support if you were on this journey as well. I need to be serious. Hi, my name is Dena, and I am a nursing student. Okay. Anyway, so why could I act like that? Anyway, so I'm gonna be looking down on this little sheet of paper here because I have some notes. All right, a little bit about me. I am a second time around student. That means I already got a bachelor's degree, and I graduated from Indiana State ISU alumni. Woo woo. So I graduated from there, and now I am on my journey to get another degree because I decided, you know, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. So you might not want to make life decisions at 18. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I am in an LPN program. It is 15 months, and it is 5 quarters or semesters. These quarters are 12 weeks long, with no breaks. That's right, no breaks. Not 2 days, not 3 days, not a week, no breaks. Yeah. Now, there might be a break on accident, like if it's holiday, you may get a day or 2 off like that, but no, there's no breaks, people. So this is intense, it's straightforward, and that's what I needed. I wanted something fast. That's why I chose to do an LPN program, because I already have a bachelor's degree. I didn't really want something that was too accelerated, because there are some programs where you can go here and you can get like your BSN in 20 months if you already have a bachelor's degree. But that program, most people who are in it, and from what they told me, and the people who I know who were in it, could not work. And I need to still be able to work and go to school. So I had to choose this program. So I chose LPN. Now I do plan on furthering my career, but this is a good way for me to work and go to school. So if you need to work and go to school, and you just want to get in there and start nursing the quickest way possible, LPN might be the route to go ahead and do that. It's quicker, and you can already begin your nursing career. So that way, when you finish your BSN, you already have your foot in the door. You already have some experience. And especially if you're young, if I could do it all over again, I would have just went straight to school and got my LPN degree. I would have been a nurse at 20. And by the time I was 22 or 23 or 24, I would have already had my BSN. By the time I was 25, I'm sure I would have had my MSN, and I would have been a nurse practitioner. I'm telling my age. Scratch all that. I'm 25. Anyway, so that's what I would have done, but I didn't, and that's okay because I've got a lot of experience. What I do now is I am currently working in behavior care. So I work with patients from children all the way up to the senior unit that have mental illness, that suffer from depression or suffer from suicidal thoughts, deal with grief and deal with loss. Those are the types of patients that I currently work with. Also, they may have Alzheimer's or dementia. So I see a lot and I hear a lot, but I like my job overall. I also run therapeutic groups with my patients, and I work night shift. And as you know, working and going to school can be a challenge. If you don't have to work and go to school, I would suggest you don't do that. But I do. I work about 32 hours a week, and I go to school about 35 or so hours a week. So already right there, that's close to 70 hours just going to work and school. So that is already very time consuming. I haven't even added on study time. Once I add that on, it's probably about 90 hours or so that I have to dedicate to work in school, not even eating, sleeping, not including any of that stuff, just work in school, okay? So when I tell you if you work and go to school, you're going to have to be dedicated and organized and learn to manage your time, and you're going to have to do that. I was not the best at those things. I'm not the best at them now, but I've had to get with the program real quick, okay? Because if I don't learn to prioritize, then my grades are going to suffer. And I think considering all that I've had to do, I'm pretty proud of myself. I have been able to work 32 hours and still maintain 3 A's and a B. Not too shabby for an older student, you know, trying to do this again. I think I'm doing pretty good. So, but, you know, that was the first quarter, and it was the kind of easy classes. It's going to get harder. So, for me, yes, I did have to take prereqs, but a lot of mine I already took because, remember, I went to school before. So there are prereqs, though, built into my program. So some of them that I do have to take over because maybe it's been a longer time, about 10 years, since I graduated. Don't tell anybody. Then I have to take some classes over. So that was another reason why I chose my school, because they're making me take some over, but not a lot. A lot of the schools want me to take a lot of those classes over, and I don't want to do that. I already paid for those classes, and I don't want to pay no more money. I already got enough money to pay, and I do have to pay out of pocket to go to school even now. So no, I'm not going to take classes over. Thank you very much. So anyway, what are my thoughts about the program so far? I love it. I do love it. There are some issues. I mean, no school is perfect, but overall, I like learning, and I'm having fun. I'm meeting a lot of new people, but it is challenging. It is demanding. It is fast-paced. You know, you may have 3 assignments due. You may have 3 tests, and then you may have a paper due all in the same week. So you have to really learn to prioritize your time. Another thing is clinicals as well. I really thought that my clinicals were going to be, I don't know, I thought I did enjoy my clinicals, but I will tell you they stressed me out in a way that I was not expecting. I knew I was going to be stressed in this nursing program, and it is so stressful. Sometimes I just want to pull my hair out. I think I'm going gray. But anyway, but the clinicals, I think my teachers, they were very stoic when I first met them, and just very kind of intimidating, and they kept calling it nurse boot camp, and they were kind of acting like drill sergeants in a way. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And then on top of that, they said, look, you get 2 chances to do a skill. If you mess up more than once, we'll give you another chance. If you mess up again, you're X'd out. You failed the class. And when I heard that, my anxiety, which was already high, 5 or 6, went up to a 10 through the roof, okay? Because I don't know, that just freaked me out. And so once I got through my first couple skills, you guys, and I got them done, I kind of had a mini meltdown. I was so overwhelmed. I had so much anxiety that when it was over, I just let it out. I just kind of panicked. I felt like I could barely breathe. I was shaking. I was crying a little bit. I just had like a little breakdown. And that's just typically how I am. Like, during the event, I'm very calm, cool, and collected, but I either freak out before or after. And so that was after freak out. Usually I do it before. I just like to get the freak out the way, go ahead and get it over with. But this time, yeah, I freaked out. But that's okay. You're going to have moments like that. You're going to have your anxiety, your stress level. It's a lot. And my stomach is always in knots a lot of times as I sit in class and I hear like what we got to do. And it's scary because I have a lot on the line here. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. And I don't want to mess up, guys. I can't afford to take classes over again. I'm graduating in 15 months. The way my program is set up, if you do, the prereqs are built in, but if you fail a class, you will have to be set back and take it over. So you won't be able to go on and graduate with the rest of your class. So the program could be longer if you fail a class. So I don't want to fail a class. And you have to get A's and B's in nursing school. There's no C's. So if you get a C, that's failing. And the way my school is set up, 78% and above is what you have to get to pass. So I strive for A's, and that's what I would tell you to do, especially in the beginning of the semester when the first few tests are going. try to do your absolute best. Do your homework, turn everything in, because you don't want to be that person at the end who's like, I got to get an A on my final just to get a B in here. You don't want to be that person. If you can avoid it, you want to try to already keep your grades above a 90. I tell myself that I have to have a 90. I have to get an A. And that's what I strive for each and every single test. Because if I strive for an A and I don't get one, the worst I can get is a B, right? So that's just my thinking. So I would say strive for the best. Work your hardest. Don't just say, well, I'm just trying to get a 78. I'm just trying to pass. No. Don't just try to pass. Try to be your best. Give it your best effort. If you've never been a studier and you've never really been one who put a lot of effort into class, do that now. I'm just an average student, I consider myself. But I never really had to study. All I could do, I could study a day or two before the test, what I called studying at the time, and I thought that I was doing something too. I really thought I was studying. I do that, and I go in and pass, and that's all I would do. And as long as I got a good enough grades where I didn't get in trouble from my mama, that's all that I tried to do. Or I passed, that's what I did. And so I never really pushed myself to excel and get A's. I just wanted to pass. And so now my thought process is different. I'm older, and that's where I would suggest you to be. Push yourself to do your best. Also, know your learning style. If you're a visual learner, know if you're an auditory learner. And so now my thought process is different. I'm older, and that's where I would suggest you to be. Push yourself to do your best. Also, know your learning style. If you're a visual learner, know if you're an auditory learner, know what style of learning that you are, so that way you can study in the way that is most helpful to you. If you're a hands-on learner and you need to see things, just sitting there listening to audio is not going to help you. So you want to make sure that you know what kind of learner you are, and that is what you utilize so you can get the best grades you can get. Also, be prepared to change your entire life. People, when I say that your life is going to change, I mean it. You're going to find yourself saying, no, I can't go. No, I can't go. Sorry, guys. Go without me. Oh, I wish I could. Sorry. You're going to find yourself saying no. And yes, I do feel guilty sometimes, and I do feel like I'm missing out on some things, and I wish I could do more things, but I have to say no so much now. This is my priority. Nothing else. I know you may want to spend time with your boyfriend or with your family, whatever it is, even with your kids, and even if you have children, you may not be able to cook dinner tonight. You may not be able to pick them up from soccer practice or take them to the football game or do all those things or take them on summer. You may not be able to do that this summer, but it's a sacrifice, and you want to make sure that your family is on board to make those sacrifices with you. So that brings me to make sure you have a great support system. You are definitely going to need that. Not meaning that everybody in your life has to be like always cheering you on, but what I mean is they need to be understanding. And if they know this is important to you, hopefully they will support you and what you're trying to do. So you need a great support system, someone to cheer you on, because you're going to have bad days. And they probably going to get tired of hearing you talking about nursing. Like, they're probably going to get tired of you talking about clinicals and the teacher and how you almost got an A and she didn't tell you this was going to be on the test. They might get tired of you hearing those things, but hopefully they love you and they'll listen anyway, because you're going to need to vent. You're going to be stressed. You're going to spend most of your day with these people in these classes. So, this is going to be life-changing for you. So hopefully you have a great support system. You're going to need it. Also, do your research, be prepared and organized. Before I started nursing school, I researched a ton of videos. I wanted to know what was going to be expected of me, because nursing is comprehensive. It's critical thinking. Somebody's life's going to be in your hands. So they're going to ask you critical thinking questions. So you need to be prepared, and you need to know that. If you didn't know that going in and you took your first test, you're going to be shocked. And a lot of my classmates, some of them were shocked at that first test because they were not expecting that. I knew it was going to be those kind of questions. And what I mean by that is they're going to ask you questions like, if a patient comes into your hospital room displaying this illness with these symptoms and these signs, then what are you going to do? And they're going to give you 4 or 5 choices. And there's going to be 2 of them that might be wrong, and there's going to be 2 of them that are going to be right. But you have to choose the best one, or the one that you would do first. So that's what makes nursing hard. It's critical thinking. You have to really, even if there's a couple good answers that are really things that you're supposed to do, you need to still know, but which is the best thing to do for this particular patient. because, you know, and they're going to be tricky. Look at people's videos. Like I looked at Nurse Nicole, iFit Nurse, Rachel P, Nurse Merce, Nurse Bass, Jasmine Gee. I looked at so many different people. Thank you guys. I loved you guys. Mwah, mwah. You helped me through so much. I learned so much watching those videos, and I was prepared for those types of questions, and I was prepared and organized. I got my binders, got my sheet protectors. You know, I knew what types of things that my folders I was going to need, you know, so I was all prepared. I got my books beforehand. I mean, so just be as prepared as you possibly can, because nursing is going, once it starts, it takes off, and it does not wait for you to catch up, okay? So be prepared. That is it for now, and I hope you guys follow me on my journey. I'm really excited to share this with you all. And if you have any questions or there's some things you want to know, please send me an email or let me know. Ask me in the comment box down below. Let me know what you want to hear and what you want to know, because I would love to answer your questions. And I decided to do these videos because I didn't see a lot for LPNs and also for the second-year older students. So I feel like I can offer something to the young and to the old, because I've been there, done that for the younger students, and I'm doing it now for the older students. So I hope that you guys get something from these videos, and that is my goal. So let me know what you want to hear. Thank you so much. Smooches.